Mississippi mud. Truth don't die, it testify. We moving with order. Delta dirt, pain got root. Truth in the soil, fire in the truth. 2 below night, spirit don't sleep. Word still calling the lost sheep. Took our name, buried our sound. Truth stayed alive underground. We were scattered, now we aligned. Kingdom rise, awaken the mind. Stand up, this that order now. Woo. Stand up, we it up. We in order now. Woo. Truth too loud, bring it on. Can't ignore it now. Woo. Chosen rise, we rise. We restored it now. Yeah. Back to basic Tuesday. Oh yeah. Word go deep, no delay. Oh yeah. Wednesday prayer, tap and line. Woo. Seek the most, high on time. Woo. Get your way to Friday grind. Woo. Discipline, align your mind. Woo. Don't just hear, come learn the way. Shabbat class every Saturday. Who we be? Israel. What we on? Discipline. Tuesday. Base. Wednesday. Prayer. Friday. Level up. Level up. Woo. This ain't religion, this order. Yeah. This ain't religion, no. Yeah. This ain't religion, no. This ain't religion. This ain't religion. This ain't religion.
You know who it is. Step in the water.
I just wanna live for the most high. Can I have a body with no miles on it? Put the spirit in me so I can't lie. Tired of seeing faces with no smiles on it. We can only correct our flaws through commandments and statutes and laws. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. We have to follow them all. Get your understanding through the precept. Thought up online, that's the concept. Here's just a little, there's just a little. Repenting from sin is the first step. The word in my mouth like a enamel. Christ coming back like a phantom. It's harder for a rich man to get to heaven than it is to get through the eye with a camel. Tell the children, get ready for slaughter. We dropping these spiritual martyrs.
This for Esau's sons and his daughters, for the iniquities of their fathers.
This our road to redemption, seek God and repentance while praying for vengeance. Put in work out fulfilling his vision. Make the nation bow down to the remnant. All of the Anthony Oscars, foot on their neck of an Oscar. Heathens committed to treason, invited to slaughter of Basra. This ain't Big Pharma, dying no script like a doctor. Proud to be part of the roster, covered by the most high armor. It's an honor, watch their eyes of torment while they stuck in their posture. We promise salvation, they giving damnation. Vengeance granted to the saints for their patience. Follow his will, eternal life, embrace it. The last will be first at his celebration. Chase it, no hesitation. Send me the orders with a body of David. From the cliffs of the rock, rip out their faces. Follow God's law, receive death as payment. Romans 6:23 translated.
Tell the children, get ready for slaughter. We dropping these spiritual martyrs.
This for Esau's sons and his daughters.
All praises to the Most High God, the God of our fathers, the God Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Family, we want to say welcome to Order Melchizedek, Tupelo, Mississippi. We in a building. It's your brother Stephen Isreal. We are glad to be before you once again. We just want to thank the Father and his Son for being merciful, for being kind, and for just thinking enough of us to allow us to be here once again with you, family. It's a beautiful day, beautiful week. The Most High is in the blessing business. He allowed me and my brothers to be here tonight. He put it in our spirit to share and dispensate his word to the best of our ability through the spirit of the Most High God. So family, welcome to all the brothers and sisters that scattered to the four corners of the earth. We just a small town in Mississippi that love the Most High God. We thank y'all for tuning in tonight. So, family, get your notebook, get you a pen, get you something to drink, something to snack on, but most importantly, get your sword out. Get your apocrypha out. Get ready to follow along with us in the scriptures. Don't take our word for it. Hey, because we just mean just like you. Hey, study to show thyself approved. Another thing we want to make known is that we are not a hate group. We don't hate anyone because of their race, their religion, or their gender. We are a Bible-based group, and we teach from the 1611 King James Version Bible, including the Apocrypha. So, family, with that being said, welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to introduce my brothers on the panel with me. To the bottom middle right there, I got my brother Mikael in the building. Shalom, Hebrew.
Shalom, family. Shalom, brothers on the panel. All praise to the Most High. Glad to be back here. Let's get it.
Hallelujah. And to my top right, I got my brother KG in the building. Shalom, Hebrew.
Shalom, shalom, brothers. Shalom, everybody in the chat. And welcome to another lovely episode of Back to the Basics Tuesdays. We are in the building.
Hallelujah. So, my brother got a great lesson prepared tonight. The Royal Constitution of Israel, Part 2. Hey, we about to jump this thing off, Hebrew. I know you got a whole bunch of good food over there for us. So I'm going to hand it over to the teacher and let you do your thing, Hebrew. Go ahead.
All praises. Appreciate that, brother. Shalom, brother Cortez. Happy to see you in the building as well.
Shalom. My bad, y'all. Go ahead.
Oh no, you fine, bro. Shalom once again to everybody in the chat. Tonight we will be discussing or going over the Royal Constitution of Israel, Part 2. This will be a continuance of what we went over, I think, was it a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, with these laws, just giving a different visual of what the Bible tells us about the laws and things that are still active, things that are done away with. And as we get deeper into this lesson, like I said the first time, we will be able to see all the laws that still apply, all the laws all together, but also the things in which we are able to do, what we're not able to do, and the things that Christ came into the picture and made fulfilled would be the perfect word for it, fulfilled. Tonight, I do not have any questions for us tonight. Well, I take that back. I do have one question, but we're not going to spend a lot of time on the questions tonight because for the sake of getting through a lot of the information tonight, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up this PowerPoint in just a second. Let's see here. And we're going to get right into it. But first, the only question we'll have for tonight is, knowing that all these laws were put in place, what is the importance of knowing them, all of them? Just give me your opinion on this. Just something to get our brains flowing for the night. Nothing too deep in thought, but brothers, y'all answer anytime y'all get ready. What is the importance of knowing the 613? Some of us don't know all of them. I'll start out. Some of us don't know all of them, but the more that we know,
I would be one of those ones.
Me as well. Even though I am going through this, I learned a lot about a lot of things that I didn't know, and it's just always good to know. You know, the more that you know, the better it is for it, the easier it is for you to be able to do something. But what y'all got, brothers?
Can I read a little bit of Psalm 90?
Yeah. And Sister Shalom, Sister Tangent, to answer your question, both, knowing them and keeping them.
Because if you don't know them, how can you keep them?
Exactly. But shalom, sis. Shalom to everybody in the chat once again.
You gotta know them to keep them. Gotta know them to keep them. And that's
here's the thing, though. Let's bring this. See, knowing the law, right, and keeping them. What's the fourth What's the fourth commandment of the 10 commandments?
Isn't it no idols, worship God only,
keep the Sabbath day.
Keep the Sabbath day. Yeah, I was gonna say keep the Sabbath day or don't steal. I know it's one of those too.
So the fourth commandment is keep the Sabbath day. Now, knowing the law and keeping them. Now, why is our fat belly orange president making a national day holiday in May to keep the Sabbath day from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown? Have y'all heard about that?
Say that one more time, bro.
Huh?
I said, say that one more time. I couldn't. I ain't understand what you were saying. Say that one more time.
Why is our fat belly president making a national holiday of rest this month from Friday to Saturday sundown, Friday evening sundown to Saturday sundown? He's making a national day of rest on the Sabbath day. Do you understand what I'm saying? Have you heard that?
I haven't heard that, but that's interesting.
Yeah, I heard about it. I heard about it. Go ahead, Hebrew.
So here's my thing to my black brother Christians that go to church on Sunday. If the enemy of the house of America, which is Donald Trump and all his phonies up there in the White House, know that the day of rest is Friday evening to Saturday evening, don't you should feel some type of way of keeping Sunday. Would you feel some type of way? Would you feel some type of way?
That's actually a good point, bro. That's a good point. Because look at it from this perspective. You've been doing something for so long, and now all of a sudden the president makes it. The president comes in. No, if you know the actual facts of what's going on with Donald Trump, you realize that it ought to make you ask certain questions. Because with him considering to be someone, he claims to believe in God, he all of a sudden does something contrary to what the nation does. That ought to make you want to ask questions. So that's definitely a good question, bro.
How is the man of sin? The man of sin gonna make? He said, all. He said in that proclamation in that law, all gonna keep the Sabbath.
Hey, Mikael, did you see where he passed the law? Where he getting ready to pass the law start next year? That if you shouting, you can go to jail for shouting. He putting a law on shouting.
But the Sabbath day.
Now
that's what you ought to be looking at. This Sabbath.
Right,
why is the man of sin gonna make us all keep the Sabbath when Israelite brothers and sisters that the Most High woke up to keep to tell our brothers and sisters to keep the Sabbath, y'all look the other way. But the man of sin get his fat orange pot belly behind up there and make a law, then y'all Negroes gonna keep the Sabbath.
But look though, Mike, I'm gonna be short, KJ. But look, Mike, every time he in there, he do something that shows that he know who we are. Because you remember, he acknowledged the what? 400 years, right? So here he is again acknowledging what? The Sabbath day.
Hey, but Cortez, I want to drive your point home about the shouting. You know the reason why they passing that law on shouting, right?
Because we the only one that do it.
But the Israelites is on the corners teaching.
Right.
That's what that's all about, bro.
Yeah, that's a push. That's a push to limit your
Speak.
First
Freedom of
Amendment.
speech.
Hmm.
That's right.
And Sister Tannis, I had seen your answer but to give you your question, to answer your question, yes, we are everything was compiled into the 10 Commandments, but we have a lot of people in our own what's the word I'm looking for.
But
uh
everything wasn't piled in the 10 though.
well, I think what she's saying is that with the 10 kind, if you doing the 10, you're doing the 613. And you right with what you said too, because even though the 10 was given to us, the 613 was too.
But there's a
Sometimes
lot of things in the 613 that's not in the 10.
exactly, and there's a lot of things. Well, a lo- based off our first time, excuse me, there are people that sometimes like to use the 613 to hang over other brothers and sisters head to kind of belittle them.
Yeah.
And what we are doing with these lessons in particular is showing them in the scripture, but also showing that the more you know, the easier it is for you to do them, but also that it's a lot of things in there that makes it, because of our current situation, makes it hard to keep all 613. And a lot of the laws, some of the laws pertain to women, some of the laws pertain to priesthood, some of the laws pertain to Nazarites. So it's like when people make the statement, oh, I keep all 613 laws, how so? When some of the laws are pertaining to women.
And some of them require you to be in the land.
And some of them require you to be a priest.
And some of them require you to be a Levitical priest.
Mm-hmm. So it's more so bringing awareness, because a lot of people don't know. For an example, in a part one of this lesson, which I'm a kind of briefly go over what we went over in part one, just to show it on the PowerPoint. But a lot of people didn't know what a mezuzah was. A mezuzah is something that you put on outside your doorpost. This was a commandment. It's not in the 10 Commandments, but it's still a commandment.
Now I got you because of that
See?
lesson.
Exactly. So, it's certain things that we can learn by going over them, but it's also to bring awareness to, I'm gonna have to say it, but to bring awareness to some of the ignorance that people try and use, thinking that they're smarter than other brothers and sisters. Arrogance would be the better word other than ignorance.
Hey, they acting like not what was that dude name I told y'all, Narcissus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, can I read that Psalm 90 I want to read?
Yeah, bring it out, bro.
All right. Psalms 90 in verse 1. It says, a prayer of Moses, the man of Yah. Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were brought forth, or even thou hast formed the earth and the world. The earth and the world.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think earth is the world.
Mm-hmm.
But it says, before you formed earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. Thou turnest man to destruction and sayest, return, ye children of men. For 1,000 years in thy sight are but as yesterday when it is past, and as a watch in the night. Thou carriest them away with the flood. They are as sheep. In the morning they are like grass which groweth up. In the morning it flourisheth and groweth up. In the evening it is cut down and withereth. For we are consumed by thine anger, and by thy wrath are we troubled. Thou hast set our iniquities before thee, our secret sins in thy light of thy countenance. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is old, that is told. The days of our years are 80 years and 10. If by reason of strength they be 80 years, Yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for it is soon cut off, and we fly away. Who knoweth the power of thine anger? Even according to thy fear, so is thy wrath. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Return, O Lord, how long? And let it repent thee concerning thy servants. O satisfy us early with thy mercy, that we may rejoice and be glad all our days. Make us glad according to the days wherein thou hast afflicted us, and the years wherein we have seen evil. Let thy work appear to thy servant, and thy glory unto their children. And let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish thou the work of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands, establish thou it. And the title to this is God's eternity and man's transitoriness. And when Moses gave this to man, this is all about the law / constitution. That's what this is about. It says, in the morning it flourisheth and grow up, and in the evening it is cut down and withereth. For we are consumed by thine anger, and by thy wrath are we troubled. And that's what our flesh does to us. See, in this flesh has a yearning for sin. This flesh has a yearning for pleasure. And because of that pull of that sin, which is the opposite of keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, is why I say that our days down there at the bottom, when it says, in verse 15, when it said, make us glad according to the days wherein thou hast afflicted us, in the years wherein we have seen evil. It's because of sin. It's because of our desire to satisfy this flesh. We got to say this prayer. You know what I'm saying? We got to look to these scriptures like this right here to remind us, bro, of what we are supposed to do. But I yield. Go ahead.
All right, praise it. Bruce, y'all got anything before I get into this PowerPoint?
No, go ahead, Hebrew.
Oh, go ahead, KG. Go ahead.
All right, let me. All right, can y'all see that? Is it on the screen?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Royal Constitution of Israel. Blow it up a little bit. And I did this PowerPoint because Sister Cindy had asked for it. So hopefully when she gets a chance to look at it, she'll be able to write down the things that she wanted to write down from it. But the objective and key points to part 1 and part 2 for all parts is to overview the 613 laws of Israel, understanding the purpose and process of laws, learning and remembering the days of old, showing and understanding all things Christ fulfilled from the time of his birth to his resurrection. Let's go on down. Now, these are some that we had already went over in part 1. For the sake of, I know some people had asked me to put it in this format so we could visually see it. So I'm gonna let this sit up here for a few seconds, and in your own time, you can go back and write them down like you would like to. Category 1 was laws concerning God, faith, worship, and relationship, which this is everything that we had pretty much went over in part 1. We scroll down. And this is category 2, laws about the Torah or Old Testament, learning and studying. And this would be an example of what we was just talking about earlier right here, the mezuzah. This is what we have today to put on our doorstep. You can go to Deuteronomy 6 and 9 to get the full context of what was being said here. And let me scroll, just let everybody look at it for a second. We'll scroll down some more. Just in your own time, brothers and sisters, to catch up on the categories. You can go back to part 1 of this lesson, or you can, pause this lesson how you need to so you can write everything down. But this is just for the sake of those that would like to see it visually. Category 3, we have laws of worship and sacrifice, instructions dealing with offerings, sanctuary, and worship. And what we're doing here is basically just showing where you can find all these, where you can find these scriptures, where you can find these laws according to the scriptures. Let that stay up there for a few more seconds. And I think we had got to like 6 or 7 in part 1. I could be wrong, but like I said, Sister Cindy had asked for this and a couple others had asked for it as well. So I'm just putting it up here for those that would like to get it down for their notes in their own spare time. This is category 4, laws about prayer and blessings, instructions for worship through prayer and thanksgiving. Then we have category 5, laws concerning the Sabbath. Spelled that wrong. And festivals, laws concerning the Sabbath and festivals, commandments on how to keep the appointed times. And just for the sake of actually getting started somewhere, we'll start with category 5. Because like I said, I think we had got to like 5 or 6. Is this big enough? Bruce, is big enough? Do I need to blow it up a little bit more, or we good?
No, I can see it fine, and I'm on my laptop.
Okay, great. Brothers, if I'm on my laptop, I can't necessarily see the comments. So if anybody has a question, man, just stop me, or for the sake of getting feedback and answering questions like we need to. So if somebody would pay attention to that tonight, I greatly appreciate it. But Cortez, you able to read for me?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
All right, let's start at 1. This is basically what Brother Mikael had started with us, started this at the beginning of the lesson pertaining to the Sabbath. So with what's going on in today's time, why not start right here? So number 1 in category 5 is remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Something that once we came into truth, this is something that we all immediately learned. But it's very important, and we're going to find out why it's important. Go to Exodus 20 and 8 for me, Cortez.
All right.
And this lesson, brothers and sisters, it's going to be a lot of stuff in here that we're familiar with, and there's going to be certain parts that we're probably not familiar with. But this is for my brothers and sisters that want to know these things. I have been getting asked to do these types of lessons for the sake of people wanting to learn. So this is for those that want to get more in detail about the laws. You can bring it out. You can bring out the Exodus when you get ready.
All right, Exodus 20 and 8, and it says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Read down to 11.
All right, let me start it from the top. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath day of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughters, thy manservant, and nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
Praise. So going back to Brother Mikael's point, you know, it's a shame that it takes a sinful man in a high position that, you know, is, and I say high position because he is publicly seen more often than none. Whether you cut on the news or any types of social media, you see something about our president, but it doesn't make sense for us to all of a sudden be aware of this situation, or this law, I should say, when the Most High has given it to us in every Bible. This is literally in every Bible. Now we understand that this is something that's not taught because you know, you have some teachers, preachers, pastors, Sunday school teachers, whatever you want to call them. You have certain people that teach that, you know, Christ broke the Sabbath, and you have some that say, you know, the Old Testament was done away with because of what Christ fulfilled. And even though that statement holds some truth, there are still certain things that are there are certain specific things that Christ did fulfill, but there are still certain things that we still have to do. Even Christ kept the Sabbath. We all know that. And it shouldn't take a person in a high position or a public figure to tell you this when you have a Bible that has been showing you this before it was ever, you know, for a while it was hid from you. So it doesn't make sense for people to just now being aware of it when you have had something possibly in your home or accessible to you through your phone that will show you this. This is literally one of those things, among other things, that you can Google. Brothers, y'all got anything
Hey,
y'all want?
Salakia, do you think this? I'm just posing a question. Do you think that who has the commander in chief in their back pocket, the other nation? Do you think that's possibly why? Well, another reason why he's passing law about the Sabbath, because we all know who the puppet master is, who pulling the strings. Well, the nation rather. Because I mean, we ain't got no war. We only in this war because of another nation of people, the imposters. So, do you think that's possibly another reason why he putting the Sabbath into law? Or it could be solely just because of us, because they know whose people are really over here. But I just wanted to put that question out there to ask you brothers on the panel what y'all thought. But go ahead.
To answer your question, this is my theory on it. And I'll use an analogy. You know, everybody can play basketball. Everybody can throw the basketball towards the hoop and look like they know something about the game of basketball until you actually run into somebody that's really doing the techniques, the dribbles, the dunking, shooting from half courts, things of this nature. I'm saying that to say this. There was a time when the people that are backing Trump didn't have to look the part as much as they have to now because of what Christ is doing, what the Most High is doing, and letting his people finally realize the truth. That is putting a strain on the image in which they built. Because when you actually get into your scriptures, when you actually start doing your proper research, you actually end up seeing that they don't do a lot of the things that they portray to do. And I feel like that's more so what's going on in this situation more than anything. They are trying their best to still look the part because a lot of people are starting to question who they really are. And there was a time in society where that wasn't happening.
Right. I'm with you. Especially with them files. The files got them looking real bad. So I get you. I'm with you.
Hey,
Come on with it.
can somebody put me Ezra 4:1? Ezra chapter 4. 4
I got you.
through in the Bible, Ezra chapter 4. Let me get that with you, Cortez.
All right. You want that Zerubbabel?
Yeah, read 1 through 3.
All right. Now, when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord God of Israel, then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you, for we seek your God. As we do.
What did he say? What did he say? We seek your God. Go ahead.
Let us
Let's
build
see.
with you.
Let us see. Let us see what our forefathers tell those heathens. Go ahead.
Okay, let us build with you, for we seek your God, as ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Asaradan, king of Assur, which brought us up hither. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our God, but we ourselves together would build unto the Lord God of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, has commanded us.
So you see that?
Ain't got no business.
You ain't got no business touching that Sabbath day.
Yeah.
Go to Psalms right quick. Psalms 50.
Boy, you in the spirit, boy. Yeah, dog.
Yes, sir. All praise.
Go to that Psalms, Hebrew. Let's go to Psalms right quick. Let me get that with you, Cortez, because I'm shooting from the hip. Psalms, I think it's in 50.
Don't put your paws on this Sabbath. They ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm just glad that he didn't say it was a law that we couldn't keep Sabbath. I'd rather for him to say it's a law that they got to. We still gonna do it either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get that Psalms, Hebrew, chapter 50. Chapter 50, start at verse 16.
Psalms 50 and 16.
23. 16 through 23.
All right. Verse 16, and it reads, but unto the wicked God said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or what thou should take my covenant in thy mouth?
Why is Trump taking the Sabbath, taking what God meant for us? Why is he for his people? Why are you putting it in his mouth? Oh, we're gonna keep Sabbath day. You heard what the Most High said, but unto the wicked God said, what hast thou do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth. Ain't the Sabbath in the covenant?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, keep reading, Cortez.
Seeing thou hateth instruction, and casting my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consented with him, and has been partakers with adulterers.
See, ain't they thieves sitting up there in that White House? They went down there and stole the oil down there in Venezuela. Now they try to steal the oil over there in Iran.
Yep. Straight thieves.
He said, and the Most High said, you hate instructions, you hate the commandments, but now you want to put my covenant in your mouth, my statutes in your mouth, and act like you holy. Go ahead.
Hey, whole America is from stealing and killing and destroying. Right. All right. What I stop at? Verse 19. How far you going down?
We're going to 23.
All right. Thou giveth thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slandered thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whoso offered praise glorified me, and to him that ordered his conversation aright, will I show the salvation of God.
Y'all know that the Most High take the Sabbath very seriously. So when Trump took that, when they took that and put the covenant, saying that out of his mouth, his wicked mouth, all the Most High is showing you that his judgment is getting ready to hit America very hard. He's finna hit it. He through giving love taps. Did you know when the Trump took the covenant in his mouth, the Most High sent a swarm of killer bees to the White House? Have y'all seen that? If you ain't seen it, go on Sister Lisa Cabrera channel. She'll show it to you.
Hey, Steph, you think you can pull that up? I'd like to see that.
You know the timestamp on that, Mike?
All right, last script, Hebrews. Psalms.
Hey, do you know the timestamp?
147, 19 and 20.
Hey, Mike, you think Mike, you think can you hear with Steph?
I can't hear nobody. But y'all, I don't hear Steph.
He had asked what was the timestamp on that video. He gonna try and find it.
Oh, why I can't hear him? I might have to go back out, come back in. Oh, let me get this last script. Psalms 119. Not Psalms 119. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. My bad. That'd be my last one. All I know is it's on Lisa Cabrera channel, and it's just a short video. She just gonna show you that they got the White House got swarmed with bees.
You said Psalms 147 and what?
19 and 20. Because I'm in a bad area. Go ahead. Psalms not hold on, Hebrew. Psalms 147. Yeah, 19 and 20.
My bad.
Yeah,
my bad. All right.
That's on me. That's on me.
He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation, and for his judgments they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
See, when you in God's word and you know that the Sabbath is for him and his people, it's a sign between the Most High and his people to keep the Sabbath. The keeping Sabbath ain't got nothing to do with Donald Trump and the rest of these nations, because the Most High didn't declare his statutes to these folks. This is for us, his portion. We are, hold on, we are the Lord's portion. Give me Deuteronomy 32 real quick, before I get back to KG. Deuteronomy 32, let me show y'all. Deuteronomy 32, Hebrew. Deuteronomy 32 and verse 8 and 9.
Deuteronomy 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bonds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Hold on, Hebrew. Hold on. So we all come from Adam, right?
Right.
But he's out of Adam. He separated from Adam a people unto himself, right? So we know that the people that he set he set apart for himself, he gave them what? Laws, statutes, and commandments, right? So, brothers and sisters, so who's the Sabbath for? Who's the law for? For him and his people, right?
Yep.
Verse 9.
For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
So don't get fooled. So, Trump them is doing, y'all remember a while back we was on our old platform, I told y'all we were going to relive the Maccabees?
Yep. I remember that.
What was they doing in the time? They was killing our people for keeping Sabbath day. That's going to be the opposite. They took the Lord's covenant in their mouth. So if they took the covenant in their mouth, what's going to happen? I'm sorry, KG. I'm on the road.
No. Bring it out, bro. Bring it out.
So you want to be a part of this covenant? That means you want some of these curses that the boy for to put on your behind. That's why
Right,
them
because you.
bees. That's why them
Mm-hmm.
bees came up there. Give me Deuteronomy 30:7.
Hey, Mike, what they doing is trying to escape some of these curses, not knowing that no matter if they take a hold to it, you know what I'm saying? They not gonna them people right there, they ain't gonna take a hold of it wholeheartedly. They, like you said, it's for show. It's for
Mm-hmm.
show, and they trying to escape these curses the punishment that they know finna be handed down for their wicked deeds, bro.
Yeah, but see, the scriptures say they're gonna be without excuse. So since you took the covenant in your mouth, now you without excuse.
Yes, sir. Yes,
See what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yeah,
Now
yeah, yeah.
read that Deuteronomy 30:7.
Let's go
Deuteronomy
back.
30:7. And the
Salaki.
Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which
See,
persecuted thee.
you just put a curse on. They was already cursed, but they just signed it and sealed and delivered.
Yes, sir.
Now you finna see the Most High get real busy. Because he already sent a plague of bees up there. We got the video on the screen. KG, finish your point. I'm done. Hebrew, I appreciate you. Let me have that little time.
Oh no, you good. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All I was gonna do add to your point was, you said they trying to take the covenant in their mouth. But with that being said, with them doing so, that, like you said, that automatically, remember when you were saying in another lesson that the curses are falling back on them?
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
because of actions like this.
There you go.
Go ahead, let's bring out that video, brother Steph.
I did a live stream on Israel being swarmed by bees. And not even 3 weeks later, the White House gets swarmed by bees. Now, bees are a warning. That's what they are. And bees are really incredible creatures. Now, I know some people don't like them and some, I might get stung and all that, but bees have such a major role on the planet. Without bees pollinating your fruit trees, your gardens, your crops, and the vegetation all across the world, there would be very little food on the earth. So, as tiny as they are, they have a very important job that they fulfill year in and year out so that we can enjoy the foods that we eat. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, this little tiny creature can engineer honey. Do you know honey never goes bad? You could put honey on your shelf, let it sit there for the next 50 years and get that honey, and it will still be good. It never goes bad. And that is absolutely incredible for any creature to produce something that never spoils. But bees do this. They are the greatest pollinators on the planet of your flowers. You wouldn't even have a bouquet of flowers if you did not have the bees pollinating that flower. And they're the most efficient animals on the earth, and they work together.
I think it's I think it's pretty cool how she took the time out to break down what bees do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I
I
agree.
think it's pretty cool how she's doing that before she shows the video. She's giving us insight um, on what bees do. I think that's
That's
pretty. Y'all give me 1 second because we know that the Most High used bees in the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind, I want to pull a couple of scripts.
Yeah, bring it out, because like you said, he does. These are signs. If we go back into the times of Egypt, what were some of the insects that he used? He used flies. He used locusts. He used frogs. You know, you absolutely right about that.
Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 1, and let's read. Start at about 43 or 44.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse, you said start at 43?
Yeah.
So I spake unto you, and ye would not hear, but rebelled against the commandments of the Lord, and went presumptuously up into the hill. And the Amorites, which dwelt in that mountain, came out against you, and chased you, as bees do, and destroyed you in Sir, even unto Hamath. And ye returned and wept before the Lord. But the Lord will not hearken to your voice, nor give ear unto you. So ye abode in Kadesh many days,
That's good,
according unto the days that ye abode there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, that's good right there.
All right.
It was that 44 that I wanted.
Okay, my bad.
It say, and the Amorites which dwelt in that mountain came out against you. They came out against Israel.
Yep.
And it said they chased you as bees do, and destroyed you in Seir, even unto Hamath. See, he's using the bees as a metaphor in that scripture. Now let's go, and what he's doing, he's showing that the enemy came violently, swarming Israel like bees. When Israel moved without the Most High God. See, this is what the Most High used bees for. Go to Psalms chapter 118, Cortez, and read verse 12.
Psalms 118 and verse 12. And it reads, they compass me about like bees. They are quenched as the fire of thorns. For in the name of the Lord I will destroy them.
So that's David explaining and describing enemies that were surrounding him aggressively, like bees. But the Most High still gave him the victory in that situation. One more script. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 7, and let's read verse 18. Read 16 through 18, I think.
What was that chapter again?
Isaiah 7.
Okay, Isaiah 7. Where you at? Isaiah 7. And you said start at 16?
Yeah.
Okay. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou abhorred shall be forsaken of both her kings. The Lord shall bring upon thee, and upon thy people, and upon thy father's house, days that they have not come, from the day that Ephraim departed from Judah, even the king of Assyria. And it shall come to pass in that day, the Lord shall hiss. And the Lord shall hiss. My bad, go ahead.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall hiss for the fly. The Most High will hiss for the fly and for the bee that is in the land of Assyria. It's a hiss. That means he gonna send them at you. He gonna whisper to him. He gonna tell him, sick him, like you do a pit bull or a German shepherd. The bee represents an invading army for the Most High. And they're called or they're sent to bring judgment. But I'll yield right there, Hebrew.
Hey, Hebrew, Google this right here because I know it's in there. But insects are the Lord's army, KJV. It'll pull that script up.
Insects are the Lord's army.
Yeah, then put KJV on the side of it.
Hold on. I think that it's in Joel, I think.
It says in Joel.
Yeah, Joel chapter 1, verse 4.
Pull that, read that, see
No,
what
no,
they
no,
say.
no, no. Joel 2 and 25. Joel 2 and 25, Hebrew.
Okay.
All right. Joel 2 and 25. And I will restore to you the years that the locust had eaten, the cankerworm, and the caterpillar, and the palmer worm, my great army, which I sent among you.
That's it.
So these bees, these insects are the Lord's great army. See, we didn't quit worried about they got this technology and all this high power weaponry and all this. The Lord's got a great army with insects. He can bring these folks down to their knees. Do you know how a pest? You know how a gnat can just get on your one human being nerve? You ever have a gnat get on your nerve, buzzing in your ear and stuff, just getting on your nerve?
Hey, Mikael, I got the perfect scripture for you. Matter of fact, I got two. Go to Jonah chapter 4 and verse 7, Cortez. You might need to read probably 4 through 7. 4 through 7. Because you remember in Jonah, Mike, when the Most High said, I prepared a worm.
Uh-huh.
When he prepared that worm for you'll see what I'm talking about when you read it. Bring it out, Cortez.
Jonah 4, verse 4. Then said the Lord, does thou well to be angry? Question mark. So Jonah went out of the city and sat on the east side of the city, and there made him a booth, and sat under in the shadow, till he might see what would become of the city. And the Lord God prepared a guard, and made it come up over Jonah, that it might be a shadow over his head, to deliver him from his grief. So Jonah was exceeding glad of the guard. My bad. But God prepared a worm when the morning rose the next day, and it smote the guard that it withered.
See what I'm talking about?
Yes,
so
sir.
The Most High prepared a worm. So he used insects. Last one. Go to Exodus 23, Cortez, and read 25 through 28.
Exodus 23, verse 25. And ye shall serve the Lord your God, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water. And I will take sickness away from the midst of thee. There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. I will send my fear before thee, and will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come. And I will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee. And I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hivites.
I will send what?
I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hivite, the Canaanite, and the Hittite from before thee.
All praises to the Most High. So the Most High used hornets, stinging insects, to drive nations out before the house of Israel when we went in to take possession of the land. I yield right there. Y'all want me to go back to the video?
Yeah, I guess. Whatever KG want to do.
Yeah, does it actually show the bees swarm in the White House?
Yeah, it's in the video.
Okay, yeah. Let's look at this.
Maybe he need to fast forward a little bit, just a little bit.
All right.
That's what they do. When you of two
Veterans. Filing a claim with the VA does not have to be difficult or confusing. When claim
new bee colonies to the properties existing to, Michelle Obama brought those in. And she also unveiled a new replica White House beehive on the South Lawn. And you can see it even in this picture, you can see the swarm of bees. So they're saying KG. They're not sure if the bees confused the White House from their colony or what. So the White House did not immediately.
Hey, them bees didn't have it confused. They was given the order and they executed. That's all that was.
Yeah, but we can drop that video. They can go back and watch it on their own time, KG. But the point was, the Most High used those bees for His purpose.
Mm-hmm. And it was and the fact that it was around the same time where after the fact of Trump announcing that about the Sabbath.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's get back. Okay. I think we're on category 5, brothers and sisters, laws concerning the Sabbath and festivals, commandments on how to keep the appointed times. We have went over, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, which is Exodus 20 and 8. We actually went through 8 and 11. And as you can see, number 2 is do not work on the Sabbath, which is Exodus 20 and 10. We had Brother Cortez to read that too. And we made it to number 3. Look, go to Exodus 31 and 14, Cortez. Bring it out when you got it.
I got you. Exodus 31 and 14.
Yes, sir.
Exodus 31 and verse 14. Ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Every one that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people.
Read down to 17.
Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout all generations, for a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day He rested and was refreshed.
So, just food for thought for a second. Imagine when Christ returned and you keeping the Sabbath on the Sunday. And he asks you, what are you doing? What's going to be your response to that? Because you going to have to use scripture to back that answer up, if you even know the scripture. But moving forward, it was somewhere I wanted.
Hey, Hebrew, can I show one law that a lot of people don't know about?
Yeah, come on, bring it out.
And we kind of touched on it in the first part, and that's the one about the building of your house. Just one of the laws that a lot of people don't really talk about, that a lot of people just don't know about. In Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 8, it say, when thou buildest a new house, then thou shalt make a battlement for the roof. And what this means is that during that time, everybody had flat roofs on their houses. And they had the flat roofs, Brother KG, so that they could gather on the roof. And it was a commandment that you make it safe for everybody. That's what the battlement is for. The battlement is like rails that go around your house, go around the edges of the house. Kind of like what we would call guard rails today.
Mm-hmm.
And it was put there so when nobody get hurt. It was like a safety fence. And then another law, KG, that I bet you a lot of people don't know about is Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 6 and 7. I want to read it.
Bring it up.
Deuteronomy 22, verse 6 and 7. It says, if a bird's nest chance to be before thee in the way in any tree or on the ground, whether they be young ones or eggs, and the dam sitting upon the young or upon the eggs, thou shalt not take the dam with the young, but thou shalt in any wise let the dam go, and take the young to thee, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest prolong thy days. Okay, now listen to this. The dam is the mother bird.
Mm-hmm.
It was lawful to take the chicks and the eggs, but you couldn't take the mother bird, and the reason why is so that it could continue to reproduce.
Right.
So that it could continue to have babies. That was a responsibility that our people had. And what it did, it preserved the future reproduction of said animal. So the Most High embedded sustainability into the law too, because those birds and those eggs and stuff is what sustained our people. So if you really think about it, the Constitution of Israel even protected the wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
It protected so the earth could have a balance, KG.
Right, because I mean, think about it. If you killed all the mother birds and left the eggs, then ate the eggs, how you gonna get some more eggs?
Exactly.
How you gonna get some more mother birds if you ate all the eggs and you killed the mother birds? You know, it makes sense.
Well, you know, that goes back to when we lost our position of power running this earth. Then we read Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of wicked. Now you see why we got extinct animals.
Mm-hmm.
Because he came over here and there was wild buffalo running from the east of America to the west to America. This human hyena came over here and slaughtered all the damn buffalo.
Hey, you gotta go to
all the bison.
You gotta go to a buffalo park just to see maybe 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, he slaughtered the bison and the buffalo. I mean, anything it is either way he killed it. This is why they have in these states called wildlife and fisheries and park agencies that's run by the state government to preserve the wildlife in America and in the states and at these national parks, because these people would go out here and kill everything in sight. You wouldn't know what a squirrel was because it would have been extinct.
Brother Yeti said they did that. They did that to starve out the natives.
Yeah, they try to starve out the Native Americans and starve themselves out as well. That's how silly this heathen is.
Hey, he'll sabotage himself just to torture you just a little bit. All you gotta do is look at the economy.
Mm-hmm.
These people will cut their noses off to spite their face. They don't care if they gotta suffer long as the nigga suffer. Mm-hmm. Excuse my language.
There's a prehistoric fish called a sturgeon, and the only place you can go see a sturgeon is at the Tennessee Wildlife and Aquarium. A sturgeon is a big fish, y'all. It got it's like a prehistoric fish.
It got bones in the side.
Yeah, they got big hard scales on it, brothers and sisters. But this fish went extinct because they was killing it to use its hide for clothing and making ornaments out of his hide. This is what these people done. Tell me this. I'm gonna be quick. We talking about insects. We were just talking about insects, right? Anybody seen the lightning bugs lately?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
They rare.
And I remember as a kid, you couldn't go outside without running in them. They were running packs.
Man, we used to catch a jar full of them and let them light up.
Mm-hmm.
And then look, the biggest mammal on the earth, the sperm whale. Did you see what they did to it? They hunted the whale for the oil in his head.
Doggone shame.
Hey, but this Leviticus 19:9, it say, and when ye reap the harvest of the land, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of the field, neither shalt thou gather the gleaning of thy harvest. Why? Why did the Most High make this a law? And thou shalt not glean thy vineyard, neither shalt thou gather every grape of the vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor and stranger. I am the Lord your God.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why you had to leave something to glean. Now, who's the famous gleaner in the Bible? Ruth. Don't y'all remember? Ruth and Naomi? And Boaz?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how she got close to Boaz. She was gleaning in his vineyard. She was gleaning in his field. That's how she met Boaz.
Brother Stephen to tell y'all, in every state they have fish hatcheries where they got to grow fish. Every species to keep them from going extinct, because these people will go out here and over harvest the fish, the freshwater fish.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time we go fishing, they got a set limit on the crappie. We can only catch 30 crappie a day. So 100 brims a day. They had to set slot limits on fish. This fish can't be but this long. If it ain't 9 inches, you got to throw it back. Why are they doing that? Because their own people over harvest. They're greedy.
Mm-hmm. Greedy dogs, they can never have enough, Hebrew.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, KG. Go.
I'm loving these points that y'all bringing out. Number 4 in category 5, brothers and sisters, is to observe the 7 yearly feast days. For the sake of time, we're gonna move on from this, but we're still gonna just briefly touch on them. Of course, we have Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, First Fruits, Feast of Trumpets, Day of Atonement, Feast of Tabernacles, and the 8th day. And the 8th day is basically there would be in certain festivals where you would treat the first day and the 8th day as a Sabbath, basically. But let's move on to our next category. All right. Dietary commands, what is clean and unclean for consumption. All right. We have number 1 is do not eat blood. We can go to Cortez back. Okay, I see you.
I got him. What you want?
Go. I get Leviticus 3 and 17 because the first one even as a child I knew that you're not supposed to eat the blood out the meat. I feel like there's something that was like that's one of those ones that was unconsciously passed down. You got to make sure you get all the blood out the meat before you eat it.
But Leviticus 3 and 17, it shall be a perpetual statute for generations throughout all your dwellings, that ye eat neither fat nor blood. Wait a minute, Hebrew. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Bro, do you know that I throw up if I taste fat in my mouth?
Yeah. This is because you're not supposed to eat it.
That's why the Most High made me like that. Yeah, bro, I did not know that, man.
See, but this was gonna spring my next question. How many of us have, eaten steak or eaten something of that nature and didn't get all the fat off of it?
Bro, I cut my fat off.
Some people don't. Some
even
people
with
use
my chicken. You know that little gristle part on the chicken?
Uh-huh.
Even the chicken skin, I can't eat it. I have to take it off.
Hey, some of us use the fat and put it in our greens.
Man, that's crazy, man.
But like I said, this is
people eat fat back.
Exactly. That's what they be putting in the greens. But like
Oh
you said,
man, that's crazy, bro.
Sister Arlene asked a good question. She asked, the fat belongs to the Most High, right?
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. Hey, you want me to read it?
Bring it out. That was. I'm glad you said that, Sister Arlene. Bring it out, bro.
It says, verse 13, and he shall lay his hand up on the head of, hold on. Okay. Verse 8, and he shall lay his hand up on the head of his offering and kill it before the tabernacle of the congregation. This verse 8 in chapter 3. And Aaron's son, which is the priest, shall sprinkle the blood thereof round about upon the altar. And he shall offer the sacrifice of peace offering, an offering made by fire unto the Lord. The fat thereof and the whole rump, it shall he take off hard by the bone, by the backbone, and the fat that covereth the inwards, and all the fat that is upon the inwards.
Stop. Hey, that's your oxtails. That's what you're reading right there. That's your oxtail.
Fat.
Yeah, the oxtails are very fatty. He said the rump. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, we ain't supposed to be touching that. That oxtail belongs to the Most High.
Wow.
And listen to this, Mike. The pastor sell oxtails.
Say what, Hebrew? Say it again.
And the preacher sell oxtails.
And but that belongs to the Most High.
And then listen to this, Mike. And the two kidneys and the fat that is upon them, which is by the flanks, and the caul above the liver, with the kidneys, it shall he take away. And the priest shall burn it upon the altar. It is the food of the offerings made by the fire unto the Lord.
So not only was the fat for the Most High, that was also a job by the priest, the Levitical priest, to cut the fat and offer it to the Most High.
That's
so there
right.
goes two laws in one right there.
That's right, Hebrew. That's right.
All things true holiness as oxtail, so I can't eat that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you another law, KG, that we don't talk about. Deuteronomy 25:4. Listen to this.
Hold on, bro. Let's answer. Hold that Deuteronomy 24, and let's answer all things in truth, holiness question, because she's asking about the oxtail. Sis, according to what I just found out, oxtail is the fat, and we're not supposed to eat fat. That's right, Brother Miguel. You said oxtail is fat, correct?
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, tell him to read that law right there again. What we just read about the flank, not the flank, but the rump going to the tail. That's where your oxtail is. That's where your tail is. If Steph can read that one more time for us.
Yeah, it's in verse 9, Leviticus 3:9. And he shall offer the sacrifice of the peace offering and offering made by fire to the Lord, the fat thereof and the whole rump.
And so the whole what? Rump.
And the whole rump.
That includes the tail, brothers and sisters. So there go your answer. Even though
take off hard.
Even though that is a clean animal, Salaki, bro. Even though that is a clean animal, ox is a clean animal, we're still not supposed to eat that part because it's a part of the rump. Go ahead.
I mean, brothers and sisters, I mean, we just didn't know these things. I mean, because when we was in slavery, they used to give us the rump of the cow and the oxtail because they thought it was nothing anyway. I like oxtails, but hey, I didn't know I was eating oxtails the other day. I didn't know I couldn't eat oxtails. We just read that law. I said, David, we didn't even touch the rump or the tail.
That's the point. That's the point of having lessons like this.
It said the whole rump.
The tail is a part of the rump.
The tail is a part of that.
But where's the roast? What do the roast come from? Ain't that the rump? Don't the roast come from the rump? Is that what come from from that cow
But
they eat?
listen, but listen, y'all. Now I think we're leaving out a key point right here.
Okay.
Right? I think we're leaving out a key point. Because verse 7 said, if he offer a lamb for his offering, then shall he offer it before the Lord. And he shall lay his hand upon the head of his offering and kill it before the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron's son shall sprinkle the blood thereof round about upon the altar. And he shall offer the sacrifice of peace offering, an offering made by fire to the Lord. The fat thereof and the whole rump, it shall he take off hard by the backbone, and the fat that cover the innards, and all the fat that is upon the innards. So this is talking about a lamb.
Oh, that's the lamb. Okay, good. Hey. Oh, we good, Sister Teddy. All things for the Most High. Hey, we can eat our oxtails, y'all.
Oh, okay.
Talking about a lamb, y'all.
Okay. I'll praise it. Hey, so that mean I can try oxtails. Okay, I'll praise
it. Yeah, all praises.
yeah, it's talking about a lamb.
But see, brothers,
hey, Most High, I feel like we would have to have
everybody was about the mocktail.
hey, no, Sister Brenda here. You can have your oxtail soup. See? You can have the oxtail soup. But see, this is a beautiful moment right here. Hey, this is why you got to have lessons like this. This is why you got to go through them scriptures and look at these things. Because technically, this is a part of the dietary commandments. It's a part in which we have to be aware of as best we can. Sister Arlene said, "Leave my oxtails alone."
Yeah, we good, brothers and sisters. We can eat oxtails. Hallelujah.
Hey, I apologize for the scare, brothers and sisters. I apologize for the scare.
Well, the other law that I was going to tell you about, that a lot of people don't know about, was the law that you can't muzzle a mule. You can't muzzle an ox while it's working. Is anybody using oxes to plow fields anymore? Do anybody got an ox that they work with?
Nope.
So how you keeping this law? Well, I guess technically you would be keeping it because you're not using an ox, so you're not muzzling an ox. But the point that I'm making is this is just one of those laws that people don't really know about when they say they're keeping the 613. You know, back to the point that you was making at the beginning of the lesson. Because in Deuteronomy 25:4, it says an ox is allowed to eat while it's working. You got to allow him to eat. And I think the reason why the Most High made that law was for us to understand that workers deserve provision. Like, you know, they deserve, while they serving, they deserve for you to give them provision. You know, bringing it to a man or a woman, you know, that's in servitude. You got to take care of that person and allow that person to have provision while they working, which is the reason for the law with the ox. And then, if you remember that, later, Paul talked about it too in 1 Corinthians 9. And that's where Paul pulled it from. I'm going to read that real quick if you don't mind. 1 Corinthians 9:9. Let me read that. 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 9. It says, for it is written in the law of Moses, thou shalt not muzzle the mouth of the ox that treadeth out the corn. Do it God take care for the oxen. So that's another reference to that law. A lot of people don't know about that, Hebrew, but go ahead.
Praise it. Praise it. Yeah, hey, we was tripping out about the oxtails for a second, y'all. I see we all was about to be in an uproar about that.
Yeah, I'm glad he straightened that out. It's the lamb It's the lamb, brothers and sisters, not the cow.
Okay. Number 3 in category 6, which is one we all know. Do not eat pork. Let's go to Leviticus 11, 7 through let's go to Leviticus 11, and we're gonna start at 7 and just read down to 10 still.
All right, Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7.
Yes, sir.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Mm-hmm.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers and moves in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever has no fins, nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you.
Now, this is one of those ones that, man, people, they take it and they go to the extreme with it on a lot of things. And we're not going to get into that tonight, but I had Brother Stephen to read this to cover number 3 and 4, which is do not eat pork or swine flesh. And number 4 is do not eat shellfish. But this also pertains to anything that has a shell. And I'm just, you see the pictures, the crab or the lobster has a shell. Oysters, shell.
Slug.
Slug, shell. Turtle, shell.
Boy, I know somebody love a snapping turtle, boy.
I do too. That's,
Hey, I got turtle. Hey.
Boy, you better be quiet, boy.
Number five, brothers and sisters, eat only clean animals. And this is basically Leviticus, the whole Leviticus chapter 11. You could also go to Deuteronomy chapter 14, verses 3 through 21. And that's right, Brother Yedidiah, crawfish as well for another example with something that has a shell.
Yeah, crawfish, lobster.
Mm-hmm. People that eat seafood boils, they have no idea what they, a crawfish and a shrimp and all them, they cousin is a roach. For those that don't know.
They the toilets of the sea.
If you go on Google right now, you could type in what is the similarities in a crawfish, a shrimp, and a roach, and they'll tell you they're a part of the same animal kingdom. They're actually like close related cousins. For those that don't know.
Hey, read that question from Sister Kaya.
When we had when the United States had that Gulf Coast oil spill, when they busted that hole down in the ground, you know what they used to clean all that oil up when it got to shore? That oil hit the Louisiana shore and the Mississippi shore. You know what they used? Shrimp. They poured in billions and billions of shrimps to clean that, to purify that water. You don't see no oil down there, do you? No.
I'm gonna answer that question for Sister Kaya.
Bring it up.
In that Leviticus 11 that you were just talking about, you can go to 13 through 19, and it'll tell you. But the birds that we're not supposed to eat are the eagle, the osprey, the ostrich, a vulture. Of course, ain't nobody gonna even want to eat a vulture. I hope not.
Boy, them things know they good. Boy, them vultures know they be busted.
A kite, a raven. All of these are birds of prey. An owl, a hawk, a cormorant, a swan, a pelican, a gear eagle, a stork, a heron, a lapwing, and last but not least, a bat. Who would want to eat a blood-sucking bat?
Well, see, and when you think about that, brother Steph, you know, like for an example, a lot of these birds are meat eaters. They're carnivores. They eat raw flesh. One of the reasons why you shouldn't eat it. And then you go to for the other example, the bat. The bat it drinks blood.
You know, over there, and you know, in Cambodia, you know, we eat bat dumplings.
You gonna take the wood and leave the what?
The lawful birds that we can eat though is the chicken, the turkey. The chicken is not listed among unclean birds.
No.
The turkey, the quail, and of course the dove was used for sacrifice consumption. Pigeons was also used for offerings. You know, they was offered, and the duck. Some people say the duck is unclean. Some people say it's clean. Some Israelites eat duck though, but others they avoid eating it. The duck is debatable. You know, I'll stay away from the duck.
Yeah. And like once again, the big difference that you see in these animals, like the chicken and the turkey, the chicken does not eat. Even though, now don't get me wrong, given into the wrong hands, they will. That's right, Sister Arlene, webbed feet. Given into the wrong hands, you know, a chicken will eat meat, but naturally, they peck the ground. You know, they're eating stuff off the ground. They're eating bugs and stuff of that nature. The same way for the turkey, which eats a lot of grain and bugs as well, grass. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
Hold on. Ain't the turkey in the vulture family?
I don't think so.
No. The turkey is a clean bird.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. When you look at all the clean birds, what do they eat? They eat seeds, grains, and insects. The birds that are for consumption, they're not birds of prey. You know, they're not predatory birds. And they don't eat meat. You know, you're not gonna see them feasting on dead carcasses and, you know, eating other animals and stuff. Now, the other birds that we named off that was unlawful, you know, they eat flesh.
Like
of the highway, eat, you know, carcasses and they hunt other animals. The ones like, that's, you know.
Yeah, all these birds.
So you
go ahead.
A turkey is not you. So you gonna sit here and tell me a turkey is not a predatory bird? When I sit there and saw a turkey attack one of my fellow truck drivers in West Virginia going down the road, he had his
that turkey wasn't trying to eat that, man.
That turkey was trying to eat it. That turkey flew in that truck, man. He had to pull over, man. That turkey whooped that man butt in that truck.
Another prime example of this, when the Most High comes back and he leaves all the dead bodies for the fowl to come eat. It's gonna be all the unclean fowl. You're not gonna see no chickens and ducks and turkeys out there eating the dead bodies. It's gonna be the ravens and the eagles and the osprey and you know some hawks, stuff like that. So
turkeys too. Turkey be out there with them.
Man. Hey, category 7, brothers and sisters, is laws of justice and civil conduct, righteous judgment and fairness. All right, number 1. Do not oppress strangers, widows, or orphans. Exodus 22, Brother Steph. Exodus 22. We just need 21 and 22. Excuse me.
All right. Exodus 22 and 21. Thou shalt neither vex a stranger nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children shall be fatherless.
Read that one more time for the people in the back.
The whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Okay.
Read it one more time for the people in the back.
Thou shalt neither vex a stranger nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless.
Yeah, I think that's self-explanatory.
So you better not vex Whitey.
That is not what that's talking about. I gotta go to it in the linear now. Stranger.
Stranger. That sojourn amongst you. Hey, you better not put your hands on Whitey.
No, that ain't what that's talking about. Hold on.
What is saying then?
H1616. Sojourner. A temporary inhabitant, a newcomer lacking inherited rights. Of foreigners in Israel, though conceded rights. Now, I'm gonna cross-reference that because you did that. I got to do this.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. Better not put your hands on Whitey. Know that.
If you go to Leviticus 25 and 35, it says, if thy brother be waxing poor and fallen in decay with thee, then shalt thou relieve him, yea, though he be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with thee. The key word in that verse 35 in Leviticus 25, and if thy brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it says a stranger or sojourner that may live with thee. It says, then shalt thou relieve him. That's talking about your brother. And then if you go to Malachi, it talks about that too, but the scripture that I'm gonna pull for that, I got another one to precept there. Give me 1 second. I hate I gotta do this, KG, but Mike made me do it.
See what I'm talking about, KG? He gonna blame me, but we just couldn't rake over that.
No. That was a beautiful setup and a great learning point. I love it. Let's go.
Yeah. Till he bring them presets out right now. It say Whitey. Don't you vex Whitey.
Let's go to 2 Chronicles 15 and 9. 2 Chronicles chapter 15 and verse 9, and it reads, I'm going to start at 8. It says, and when Asa heard these words and the prophecy of Oded the prophet, he took courage and put away the abominable idols out of the land of Judah and Benjamin. This is talking about Israelites. Talking about Israelites out of the city which he had taken from Mount Ephraim, and renewed the altar of the Lord that was before the porch of the Lord. And he gathered all Judah and Benjamin and the strangers with them out of Ephraim and Manasseh and out of Simeon, for they fell to him out of Israel in abundance when they saw that the Lord his God was with him. So just because you hear the word stranger doesn't mean it's talking about Whitey.
Oh, yeah? That's all you got?
Hold on. Acts 2 and 10. Hold on for a minute before you go on your rant. Give me one more script.
That's all you got?
Acts 2 and 10. Acts 2 and 10 says, hold on, I'm gonna read 5. It says, and there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. Now I'm gonna skip down to 10. It says, no, verse 8. And how hear we every man in our own tongue, wherein we were born, Parthians, Medes, and Elamites, and the dwellers of Mesopotamia, and in Judea, and Cappadocia, and Pontus and Asia, Persia, Pamphylia, in Egypt, and in the parts of Libya and Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Jews and proselytes. I yield to you, Hebrew. Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
You went through all of that, but guess what? John 3:16.
Oh man.
For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, so everybody could be saved.
I heard that. What you got, Nick, KG?
We got the number 2. Do not bribe judges. Exodus 23 and 8.
You want to read it?
No, I'm gonna skim through them real quick because
Okay.
like I said, these are basically self-explanatory, and I feel like these are also some that we should already know. Judge Rice, number 3, judge righteously, showing no partiality. That means partiality meaning you can't show favoritism. Deuteronomy 1 and 17. Number 4, do not falsely accuse or bear false witness. Don't be a liar. Don't lie. Don't lie on somebody when you know that they didn't do something that people are claiming they did, especially if you were a witness to it, which would be the false witness part. Return lost items to your brother. Now, this is a good I'm gonna touch on this. I'm just give an example, and we're gonna keep going.
Hold on. You said return lost items to your brother.
Yeah, brother Mikael. So that means if you walking behind me and we going into Walmart and I drop $100 out my back pocket, you can't pick it up and put it in your pocket and act like you didn't see it. You got to pick it up and return it to me.
Well, Steffi, you hear that law? You need to return some stuff that's mine, buddy. Brother in Christ, God so loved the world.
What I need to return to you, Hebrew? What I done took?
I tell you behind the scenes.
Thou shalt not lie. Or bear false witness. Hey, don't forget them laws.
Go ahead, KG.
All right, category number 8. And we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit, brothers and sisters. So, if you need to go back and write some of these down, just do what you can. But number 8, category 8, laws about family and marriage, governing family and relationships. Honor your father and mother. These are some that we're also familiar with, but I want to say something about the father and mother part. Even though your mother and your father may not be in the truth, that does not mean to, what's the word I'm looking for, Steph? Disrespect them.
Okay.
That's still your father and that's still your mother. Am I saying that right?
You say that one more time?
Even if your mother and your father may not be in the truth like you are, that does not give you the right to disrespect them. Am I saying that?
Oh, no. You got to honor your father and your mama.
Correct.
Yeah.
Even if they drug addicts and alcoholics, even if they ain't never did nothing for you a day in their life, you still got to honor and respect them.
And that's just an example, brothers and sisters. So, people feel like honoring your father and your mother is, it's a small category. It's a wide category.
And they act like it got stipulations to it. Like, well, if they did this, and that, then I don't have to. No. And I wrestled with that, KG. I wrestled with that at first.
I have honestly
I remember
Just
that too. I
I
remember
have
that.
honestly had a moment, and I know my father wouldn't have a problem with me bringing this out, but I've had a moment where me and my father was going back and forth, and I was wrong. I wasn't necessarily wrong about what I stood up for within the situation, but I was wrong because I was still dishonoring my father and my mother. And just to give deeper context to this, I didn't put my hands on my father, but the scriptures tell us that you're not supposed to put hands on your mother or your father.
Or
So
the father of the child.
It's just, and I'm saying this because we like to honor your father and your mother and put it in this small little box and have so many restrictions and limitations to it when it's actually far broader than what we think it is. You can catch many blessings just from this scripture alone, just from this law alone, you can catch many blessings.
Let me answer this question, KG.
All right.
Yeah, answer that right there.
It said, what if they tried to make you worship Satan? Weird parents exist. In a situation where a parent tried to get you to worship Satan, and I'm sure this was probably in the younger days. I don't know. It might have been in an adult. I don't know. But even if they did that, the best thing you can do is keep your distance, but you still got to respect them, and you still got to honor them as your parents. You don't have to deal with them. You don't have to indulge in their religion, but you still got to honor them and respect them regardless.
I mean, use the example of Abraham and his father. He didn't disrespect his father. He still honored his father, even though his father was a idolater.
That's right. That's right. And another thing too, what we got to remember is nobody is perfect, and we all have our flaws. And parents make mistakes. I made mistakes as a parent. I didn't try to make my kids worship Satan, but I made mistakes as a parent. My kids could very easily say, well, my daddy wasn't right in this area, I'm not going to respect him. But on the flip side of that, we also got to understand now, as parents, we can provoke our children to anger.
That's true too. And that's a law too. That's a law too. Mm-hmm.
But I yield, Hebrew. I just wanted to answer that question.
All praise. Number 2, do not commit adultery. Self-explanatory.
No, you need to explain that because adultery is when you sleep with a married woman, or a married woman sleep with a married man. Now, it's fornication when you sleep with a non-married person. Yeah.
All praises. I'm glad you brought those details out. Because I was going to go into that, but, for the sake of time, I wasn't going to break it down like that. But I'm glad you did that. All praises.
Now, hold on.
Come on with it.
It's crazy. Now, you know what? We'll do that another time. We ain't got time. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah. Hey, we can probably turn that into a lesson within itself. But yeah,
we're gonna ruffle some feathers. So go ahead, Hebrew. Go ahead.
Yeah. We'll say that for a rainy day. Number 3, do not covet your neighbor's wife, which basically 2 and 3 ties together, and that's basically another example of what Brother Mikael was just explaining.
Because one is spiritual and one is physical.
Yes.
Do not covet your neighbor's wife. That's the spiritual side.
That's spiritual, exactly.
Do not commit adultery is the physical side.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, do not marry outside of God's covenant. What is God's covenant? Your own people. He has a covenant with the house of Israel.
That's correct.
Don't marry outside of the house of Israel.
That is 1,000%.
So you mean to tell me I can't marry?
If we go into Nehemiah, Nehemiah
tell me I can't marry me a white woman.
No sir.
What Nehemiah say? Put away the strange wives.
Put away your strange wives. He was trying to bring his people out of the captivity so they could go rebuild and get back right with the Most High. And a lot of them, even the sons of the fathers, had estranged wives, and they had to put those women away, and they had to put those children away.
That's in
So
that wasn't in Nehemiah. That was in Ezra chapter 9 and 10. Ezra 9 and 10.
Okay, I thought it was Nehemiah, but still, the story is still in the scriptures. This has happened. This is accurate.
Away them strange wives from among you,
Yes,
and
sir.
them bastard children.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That wasn't
they put
told.
away them children. They put away them children.
Sure did.
And you got to keep in mind that with the males, marrying to these estranged women, those children were still considered Israelites, but they still had to put them away.
Yep,
So
they had to put them away.
That just
They had that strange blood in them.
right. Just adds, I'm just adding depth. I'm adding more points to the number 4. Do not marry
But
outside of.
that's the law, right? See,
Yes, sir.
But see, people that's in their feelings that don't know the law, but they're doing these things off of emotions where you can't help but love who you love.
Mhm.
No, the law say you can't marry outside of your nation. That's the law of the Most High. That's what I'm saying. Your feelings don't supersede the law of the Most High, and I yield right there.
Because, well, no, that's an accurate point, because going back to the estranged wives concept, you don't think those men love those women and children?
They loved them a lot, didn't they?
But they had to make a decision. You either gonna get punishment for not doing it, or you gonna do what the Most High asked you to do.
You gonna be stiff necked?
Yeah, right.
What did he say a while ago? I would kill you.
Nah, hey, right. Hey, you was gonna make me bring out my die. You gonna make me bring out my DIE. You gonna die.
Yeah, you gonna die.
Number 5, make provisions for a widow. Anybody y'all want to tackle this one? Make provision for a widow.
What?
Yeah, we just went over there earlier.
Yeah. But see, But see, when you provision for a widow,
Gleaning law came in that.
Right. Go ahead, Mike. What you say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like when they say provisions for a widow, and because the widow 9 times 10 might have children, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had our own welfare system in place. Read Acts 6 and 1 right quick. The disciples were practicing. The disciples was practicing this law.
Acts 6 and verse 1. And in those days, when the number of the disciples was multiplied, there arose a murmuring of the Grecians against the Hebrews, because their widows were neglected in the daily ministration.
See, they would neglected their provisions, but Paul and the disciples then got it straightened out in Acts 6 and 1. So when they said the Grecians, it ain't talking about. It's talking about the Hellenistic Jews, which y'all should know that. Mm-hmm. Those are the Hellenistic Jews.
I love when y'all do that, because every time y'all do that, when we read something about the Old Testament and jump to the New Testament to show that they were still doing what was going on in the Old Testament, that just kill the Old Testament done away with crap. I love when y'all do that, man. I love when we have them moments right there, because how could they be, it was all faith and spirit and truth. Okay, then explain that. Explain that concept and where it came from then. Why did it matter if it didn't matter? Because you're saying the Old Testament.
We talking about widows in that law. And then we read that Acts 6 and 1. Can you bring out James 1 and read the last verse of James 1, Hebrew? Because see, that's what religion is. To be honest, it's gonna tell you that what pure religion is.
James chapter 1 and verse
27. Is it 27?
Yep, 27. Pure religion. Mm-hmm.
Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this: to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world.
So, see there? That's pure. That's what religion is, brothers and sisters. Helping our brothers and sisters that are widows and the orphans and the children, giving their daily administration like they was in Acts 6:1. And it all goes back to the law of the Most High. So pure religion is keeping the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. Can I get a bomb?
If
Ain't no bombs?
If I had one, I'd give it to you. No, I would.
Oh, okay. All right, hold on. I got one. Boom!
Okay, that was the last one. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Here we go.
Oh, praise it.
All praise. Man. All right, we on category 9, brothers and sisters. Laws concerning purity, physically and spiritually. Do not approach God while unclean. Give me Leviticus 15 and 31. I think we need to go over this one real quick.
Leviticus 15 and verse 31, and it reads, "Thus shall ye separate the children of Israel from their uncleanliness, that they die not in their uncleanness, when they defile by tabernacle that is among them."
Keep reading.
"This is the law of him that hath an issue, and of him whose seed goeth from him, and is defiled therewith." Hey, wait a minute now. Now that can stand some talking about. It says this is a law with him that has an issue. Y'all know what they're talking about, don't you?
Yeah, the issue of blood.
You got hemorrhoids.
You
got bleed.
the issue. Yeah.
Oh.
You
bleed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got a urinary tract infection.
That is not.
You got an issue.
That is not. That is not what they're talking about.
Hold on, man. Well, you need to pull up issue, man. What are you talking about right
I'm
there?
looking at it. I'm finna show it to you right now.
Yeah, that's an issue, ain't it?
To flow, gush, issue, discharge. It's talking about like when a man have hemorrhoids, like when you
discharge.
Like
you have a urinary tract infection, you got discharge.
That is not.
Oh, okay.
It's a to flow, gush, to die, pine away, to flow, issue from woman, having issue, flux, flowing. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about like when a man have hemorrhoids and blood is coming out. That's what it's talking about.
And you can't pee, you got an issue.
Man, come on, man.
And then it says 33, and of her that is sick of her flowers. That's blood again.
Mm-hmm.
That's
right.
That's a woman being on her monthly.
Mm-hmm.
And of him that hath an issue of the man. Same thing. It's talking about the same thing. Of the man and of the woman, and of him that lieth with her that is unclean. Now, that's what that's talking about, Mike.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But it's talking about
what crazy?
But it's talking about on her cycle. With a man laying
right.
on a cycle.
Right.
It ain't talking about no urinary tract.
You mess with a woman on her cycle, you gonna get a urinary tract infection. Now you got an issue. Yeah, you gonna sit here and tell me that ain't what they're talking about.
That is not what they're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Yeah, you got an issue.
Bro.
I'm just. You say if a man do something with that woman, he gonna have an issue too. He can't pee.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Well,
Lord.
the approach. Hey, do not approach God while unclean. So while you are unclean, you cannot, you got to be, how can I say this? You can't do certain things that involve the Most High while you unclean. Is that a good way to say that, brothers?
Yeah, you got an issue, get out the way. Go get clean. Go get checked.
Number two in the category, category 9, man. And brothers, I'm gonna go ahead and push through. We gonna stay over just a little bit so I can just go ahead and get through all the categories. So it shouldn't take too long. I think it should be like five or six more. But number two is five or six more categories. Number two, observe laws of ritual cleanness. Basically 1 and 2 tie together. Examples given: childbirth, menstruation. And if you need to go for the scripture context, we can go to Leviticus 12, 1 through 8. We ain't gotta go through it, but if brothers and sisters, if y'all want to look at it at your own time, it's the whole chapter of Leviticus 12. Number 3, do not touch unclean things. Examples given: dead bodies. Numbers 19, 11, and 13. So this would basically pertain to you go to a funeral, or in our forefathers' time, they didn't have the procedures in which we have. So it was a lot of dead bodies that had to be grabbed and put in graves. And death at that time was looked at as a strong spiritual thing until Christ did what he did on the cross and took death by the neck, so this was one of the reasons why this example is given. But for the sake of context, Numbers 19, 11, and 13, if you want to look into that. Number 4 on category 9 is wash after becoming unclean. And this is Leviticus 15 and 16. Leviticus 15.
Also, when you have relations with your significant other, you're supposed to go shower or clean yourself after y'all handle your business. That's in the law too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's very ethical and sanitary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which would go into wash after becoming unclean.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for bringing that up, Brother Mikael.
Yeah.
Let's see. Category 10. Ritual and sacrificial laws governs sacrifices, offerings, and the Levitical priesthood. All right. Now, I'm going to let Brother Mikael and Brother Steph do a lot of the explaining on this, because this is one of those segments right here, brothers and sisters, where going back to our point, we don't have a Levitical priesthood right now. And these laws were for the Levitical priesthood. And even though Christ is our overall priest, we're still not able to do some of these things because, for example, number 1 in category 10, sanctify the firstborn of animals. There's no need for us we don't use animals no more. A lot of times that they did this because those would be the animals that would be sacrificed.
That's right.
So it's a lot that goes into this. Like, we don't have the Levitical priesthood. We don't do animal sacrifices anymore. So it's done away with, or better yet, it's been fulfilled. I gotta fix my mind to say that it's been fulfilled, so you don't have to do it anymore. Hence is why we don't sacrifice animals no more. For those that don't realize that, they always trying to throw loopholes. But anyway,
You got some of these Israelite camps out here that's doing sacrifices.
Yep.
But it's an error.
Yeah. But these be the same people that say they keep all 613 laws.
That's right.
And once again, brothers and sisters, I didn't do this lesson to bash anybody. Hey, the more laws you can keep, the merrier. All praises to you. I salute you for however many laws that you can keep. But to use that as a pedestal to look down on your brother and sister is not right.
Because if we look at it, just to be on common sense terms, what are the main laws that are being broken right now? It's the 10 Commandments, the Sabbath, adultery, fornication, stealing, killing, murder, shedding the innocent blood. All of these things is going what's on the table, and and what we really gonna be judged by. Most High ain't not gonna judge us based on the Levitical law of what the Levites had to keep, because we're not in the land. We're not set up back up yet. You get what I'm saying? But now when we get set back up in the land, now sacrifices and offerings coming back, but it's not gonna be for us. It's gonna be for the nations to come up to bring their offerings for sacrifices unto the Lord. And we can read that to you, but we ain't got time right now. I'm just making a point. The laws that the Most High is going to judge mankind by is going to be those 10 Commandments. And a person that walk around and say, I keep 613, you're lying. Now, here's the thing. The 613 laws is all in the 10 anyway. And I'm going to show you what I mean. If you look at the 10 Commandments, right, and you count every letter in every sentence, all the way down till you get to the commandment number 10 and count the last letter of that word, you know how many letters are in that 10 commandments of that whole thing? 613. It's 613 letters that make up that. So it's all still directing you back to the 613 laws. You get what I'm saying? And each law is divided up in categories anyway. You got ceremonial, you got your what you call it? You got your ceremonial, moral law,
civil,
and all those different sets of laws that's divided up in those categories. It's all right there in your 10 anyway. So I just had to throw that out there, Hebrew.
All praise. Where did I get to? I think okay, number 2. Offer sacrifices only in God's chosen place. So going back to something that Brother Steph just said just a second ago, he said that there are some of our brothers and sisters that are sacrificing animals now. How are you able to do that when the Most High had a chosen place for sacrifices? You couldn't just make up your own place. Even when Abraham was finna sacrifice Isaac, he had a chosen place. He couldn't just, I'm sacrificing right here. He couldn't do that. Food for thought. Deuteronomy 12, 13, and 14. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verses 13 through 14 for that context, if anybody wants to go look at that. Number 4, bring all offerings to the sanctuary. Deuteronomy 12, verses 5 through 6. Where is our sanctuary? Because even in the world of Israel today, we have a lot of, we got ISUPK, IUIC. Give me some more, guys.
IOG,
SOT. How can we do that if everybody is one? You got one group over here, one group over here, one group over here. So every group got a sanctuary to do this when it's only supposed to be one sanctuary that we all come to. Just food for thought. Number 5, do not delay fulfilling your vows or offerings to God. Now, this one, brothers and sisters, this one is heavy. And I say that because how many of us been in that situation where we be like, oh God, if you get me out of this trouble, I promise I'll read my Bible every day. And then as soon as you get out of that trouble, the first day you don't keep that vow. And that's just something that's a minor example. I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of different major ones that we could bring about. But brothers, what y'all got on that? Because that's still, even with that still being said, that's something within you had to bring your vow or your offering to sanctuary.
That's what Christ was saying.
Go ahead.
That's what Christ was saying in the New Testament. Let your nay be yea, and let your nay be nay, and let your yea be yea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mean what you say and say what you mean and stand on it. If it's no, it's no. If it's yea, it's yea. If you make an oath, stand on that oath. Whether you make it to your person or your brother and sister, or you made it to the Most High, stand on your word. That's an oath, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Number 6, animals offered in sacrifice must be at least 8 days old. Leviticus 22, verse 27.
What Negro that's keeping 613 laws is watching animals to be 8 days old? Hell, Negroes don't even own farms in America. How you?
And then the ones that do, a lot of them ain't in the truth.
Exactly. I'm just saying, man. It's just crazy. You know, in the animal, whether the sheep or the ox or the cow, or it's got to be sacrificed. It's got to be perfect without spot or blemish. That means you can't even have no hormones shot in it, vaccines in it, or nothing.
Hey, that's number 7. Do not offer blemished animals. Leviticus 22, verses 20 through 24.
See what I'm talking about?
Number 8. Go ahead.
See, these Negroes be trying to want to get out here on these platforms and these highways and byways and on their jobs and want to act like they so smart.
Hey, they want to sound overly righteous. That's what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, but you come up short like a midget at a dunking contest. That's why the Most High, I said, all y'all righteousness is a filthy rags to him. Shit, sit down. Be quiet. Just keep the 10.
Number 8. Let the priest consume portions of peace offerings. My bad, Mike. What was you finna say? You were saying something?
Hey, yeah. Keep the 10 and get in. Keep the 10 commandments and get in. Listen, the simplicity, like the scripture say, the simplicity that's in Christ. That's in Proverbs 1. It's simple, bro. But did he not say that his commandments are not grievous? But why we try to make it grievous and try to make somebody keep 613 laws? In captivity at that.
Good point.
In America.
Good point. Number 8.
I'm just saying.
That's a good point. That's great points. Number 8. Let the priest consume portions of peace offerings. Where are your peace offerings? Where is the priest? Leviticus 7, verses 31 through 34. Number 9. Do not eat the remainder of sacrificial offerings after the due time. Leviticus 7, 31 through 34 as well.
Hold on. Don't eat the sacrificial offerings after the due time. Well, in Jubilees, is it Jubilees or is it Joshua? He said we were gonna lose the track of time. So how you know when the due season to eat the sacrifice? See, you see how you be off like a $2 hole at church on Sunday. I'm just saying, bro. We say people. Oh, go ahead, Steph. Go ahead, bro.
With that particular law, I think it's talking about after a certain amount of days. You know, like after the offering has been made, after a certain amount of days, you got to throw it away. It's just like Passover.
Passover.
Passover. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
But with 9, you still need a sanctuary. You still need a place of offering to offer up. You still need a Levitical priest. You know, we can go on and on with that. You know, it's a lot of
Don't
elements.
don't America got what these things called what they call when you mess with animals, humane law? What they call it?
I know what you're talking about.
Inhumane.
Inhumane. Yeah, inhumane.
Okay, go set up an altar and start burning them animals, making them sacrifices in America if you want to. You're gonna be like Michael Vick. You're gonna be going to jail. You going to jail, Negro.
Number 10. Redeem the firstborn donkey by offering a lamb. Exodus 13 and 13, Numbers 18, 15 through 16. Who has a donkey and who has a lamb to redeem the donkey? I don't.
Anybody got a donkey? I mean,
All right.
You know, Steph called me a jackass every now and then, but that don't mean I'm a donkey. You know, just saying.
Category 11, priestly regulations specific to the Levitical priesthood. Priestly regulations specific to the Levitical priesthood. The priest must not enter the sanctuary while unclean. Leviticus 22, verses 2 through 3. I'm gonna fly through these, y'all, because we don't have a sanctuary. We don't have Levitical priests at the moment. We're in the land of captivity. How is it possible? Priests must wear prescribed garments when ministering. Exodus 28, 2 through 4. Number 3, the high priest must not defile himself for the dead except for close family. So if you're a high priest, you can't attend or deal with other people's dead unless it's your own family. That's basically what that is saying. Leviticus 21, verses 10 through 11. Number 4, the priest must bless Israel in God's name. Numbers chapter 6, verse 23 through 27. Do not eat holy offerings while unclean. Leviticus 22, 4 through 7.
Don't eat what?
Do not eat holy offerings while unclean.
So don't take the Passover what? Unclean?
Yes, sir.
Spiritually.
Yes, sir.
See what I'm saying? That's on the spiritual level, dealing with Passover when we keep it. We can't, if we unclean, meaning we're sin, don't touch that Passover.
Or if your hemorrhoid leaking.
Or if you got an issue.
Or if you got a urine tract infection.
Yeah, that's right. You leaking. Drip.
Number 6, man. Number 6. Keep the fire burning continually on the altar. Keep the fire burning continually on the altar. That's number 6. Leviticus 6.
Yeah, these Negro can't even keep a fire lit right on a charcoal grill. How they gonna do that on the altar? They don't know. Come on, man.
Where's the altar? Because the altar got to be God's chosen place.
You got to keep the fire. What he tell you about the fire?
Continually.
Nigga can't keep the grill. The Negro can't even keep the grill continually burning when he grilling. Shit, Negro don't know about that.
All right, we winding it up, brothers and sisters. Laws concerning Nazarites. Rules for those who make a Nazarite vow. Number 1, do not cut the hair of a Nazarite during the vow. Numbers 6, chapter 6 and verse 5.
Thus you get, what was the brother name? Samson. That's why Samson didn't cut his hair. Go ahead.
That's why he lost his power when he cut his hair. Some of it anyway. He wasn't strong. Number 2, do not drink wine, strong drink, or anything made from grapes during the vow. Numbers chapter 6, verses 3 and 4.
Uh-oh. Go ahead, brother.
Number 3, do not defile yourself by touching corpses during the vow. Numbers chapter 6 and verse 6. You know, a lot of people, you know, I haven't ran into too many people that, you know, that consider themselves being a Nazarene or doing a Nazarite vow. But for those that call themselves doing that, be careful with that, because like I said, there's certain things you have to do and not do with that. No, category 13, judicial laws, commandments for justice and righteous judgment. Number 1, appoint judges and officers in your cities. Deuteronomy 16 and 18. It has to be of the house of Israel. The judge has to be of the house of Israel. The officer has to be of the house of Israel.
And that's the reason why I don't understand why some Israelites want to knock the camps that have setups where they have bishops, captains, soldiers, and stuff like that. That's why I don't understand why other brothers want to knock that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it ain't time for all that. Who to say it ain't time for all that? The Most High is the one. Let these people set up their cities. Let these people set up some type of organization. Let them have some type of structure.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't practice it, how you gonna do it when the time comes?
Right. Number 2, do not pervert do not pervert justice by showing partiality to the poor or rich. Exodus 20.
Don't be showing favoritism. Don't be nice to the people that got some money. You feel like got a little money, but you treat the poor people like crap.
Mm-hmm. And going back to number 1, Kia, I'm glad you said that, because number 1 also includes partaking in these politicians, these political debates. They're not for us. And if we would stick to our own people and do what Brother Steph just said, we wouldn't even have to participate. It wouldn't even matter. Of course, we are in our own. We are in our land of captivity, but still, you know, you can. If you was following that the way it needed to be followed, you would know not to participate. That's right, sissy. That means you can't or shouldn't vote, because it's gonna go how the Most High wanted to go anyway. Your vote ain't gonna help. Number 3, give a proper trial and investigation before punishment. Deuteronomy 13 and 14. That means you know, you gotta do your due diligence. You can't just, I want to kill this brother, I want to kill this sister. No, why you want to kill him? He got to stand in trial and see if your reasons to punish him is justifiable or is if he's innocent.
And first you got to have judges and officers before you can do any of that.
Exactly. It all ties together. That is Deuteronomy 13 and 14. Number 4, do not execute someone without 2 or more witnesses. Numbers chapter 35 and verse 30.
Whoa. Do not execute nobody without 2 or 3 or 4 witnesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, since the orange pervert took the covenant in his mouth and made the national day of rest, the Sabbath day, he gonna make all of us keep it. Now, how many Israelite brothers and sisters through these 400 years have they slain unjustly without no witnesses, using false witnesses?
Mm-hmm.
See what happened when you take the covenant in your mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, brother.
Number 5, punish the guilty, but do not harm the innocent. Exodus 23, verse 7.
Ain't we the innocent?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes,
okay. Judgment coming. Go ahead.
Number 6, do not take bribes. That's something that all your politicians do. They're all funded by the small hats.
Oh, so they took bribes. Oh,
Yes, sir.
judgment coming. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Since you're gonna take the covenant in your mouth, they took bribes. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Category 14. Property and business laws for honest dealings and proper stewardship. Do not
Oh, well, we know
steal.
you failed at that.
Do not
America.
steal or wrong others. Pay
Hey, that's
wages
Black Wall
to
Street.
workers. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Number
okay.
2. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going a little too fast. Number 1, do not steal or wrong others. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 11. Number 2, pay wages to workers on time. Leviticus 19 and 13. Deuteronomy 24 verses 14 through 15. So
you say pay wages on time?
Yes, sir. Elaborate. Get them.
Go ahead.
A man does a day's work. He needs to be paid at the end of that day.
Was our ancestors paid at the end of the day? When
No.
was out there picking cotton? Oh, okay.
No.
See,
Are
you
we-
want to take
are
the
we-
covenant?
are-
You want to? Go ahead.
Hey, are we paid at the end of the day now?
See, you want to take the covenant in your mouth, though.
You know.
You get what I'm saying when I say that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Number 3, do not defraud or cheat others. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 13.
Boy, y'all guilty, Trump. Boy, I'm counting up these charges. Boy, you ain't getting away from that. Boy, you see how many charges? Just by you reading this section alone, we could condemn these heathens to death already.
Mm-hmm. You know what, Brother Steph, would you mind telling the class about our mutual friend that lost $900,000?
No, I don't want to share that. I don't want to share that.
You don't want to share that? Okay.
No.
Slacky, I ain't mean to bring it up like that then.
No,
but
you good. You good.
This is but this would pertain to that. Do not defraud or cheat others. Leviticus chapter 19.
I tell you what I will share. I'll share this. When you dealing with Israelite brothers too, brothers and sisters, I've been defrauded by a so-called Israelite.
Mm-hmm.
Run off with my money, sold my animals. I don't mind sharing that. Sold my animals, sold my dogs, sold my fencing, sold my water trough, sold all my hard labor that I put in getting the land prepared for that farm. That Negro sold everything and ran off like a heathen.
Yeah.
So
I
don't like that guy. But anyway, yeah.
And I guarantee you right now, he's somewhere skinning and grinning up in somebody's face, claiming he an Israelite, claiming he a man of God, he a preacher.
Yeah, I don't like that guy. Yeah, you gonna make me mad all over again. I don't like that guy. I don't like him at all.
And he fooling somebody else with that old smooth, docile,
winking his eye at
feminine
you.
spirit.
That's all right. Most High gonna get him. Most High gonna give him the issue.
So right. Moving forward, though, brothers. Moving forward. Number 4, return land to its original owners during the Jubilee year. Leviticus 25 and 13.
But hold on, Hebrew. Now,
Yeah, I was waiting on you. I was waiting on you. Come on.
America been here to 400 years. Well, they said 250 years. So they done had 5 jubilees, and they ain't turned the land back over to the Indians yet.
And they ain't got no intentions on turning it over.
But you take the covenant in your mouth, though, Trump. See, that's another check, brothers and sisters. Hey, that's another law broker. Put your check mark right there. Put your check.
Ooh, hey, brother Mikael, hold on. Number 5, do not move boundary markers. Deuteronomy 19 and 14.
Put another check, brothers and sisters. He been moving boundaries and markers. They what's that called where they divided up Africa in parts? and moved them boundaries over there in Africa. I forgot what they did. What was that called?
I don't remember the exact term and what you're talking about, but
the Balfour Declaration.
Yeah,
that's when they split up Israel. That's when they split up Israel.
Okay,
but we can use that. But we can use that for an example. They moved the boundaries, the ancient landmarks. Go ahead.
Yep. No, you're
but
right.
At the end of the day, we do know that these laws apply to the house of Israel. Now, these other nations are still going to be judged by these laws at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
They going to stand judgment for the stuff that they've done to our people. Mm-hmm. They got to get it.
All right. We winding on down, brothers and sisters. I appreciate y'all for hanging in there with us. Category 15, and I'm gonna have to do a part 3 and part 4. But hey,
no, go on and finish. Go ahead.
No, go on and finish because I'm gonna have to go here in a minute.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna do this is for later on down. You know, we gonna cover what we gonna cover tonight, but I'm still gonna have to do a part 3 to cover the rest of it, and a part 4 to cover the part with Christ. But we, the Most High willing, we'll get it done. If not, He'll see fit to move us to where we need to move to. Category 15, laws concerning kingship, instructions for governing the nation of Israel. Appoint a king from Israel. Deuteronomy 17, verses 14 through 15.
And this is what Brother Tuvi was talking about in the chat a while ago. Appoint a king from the house of Israel. Mm-hmm. We don't have any business. They go back to the voting comments that were put in the chat a while ago too. Mm-hmm. We don't have any business voting to put nobody from any other nation to be over us.
That's right. All right. Number 2, do not place a foreigner as king over Israel. Deuteronomy 17 and 15. Yes, sir. Number 3, the king must not multiply wealth, horses, or wives excessively.
Solomon.
Deuteronomy 17, verses 16 through 17.
Hold on, read that again.
Solomon did that.
The king must not multiply wealth, horses, or wives excessively.
David did that too. Bathsheba.
Yeah, he did. He had quite a few wives too, but his son Solomon took it way too far, and that's what took him down too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what got the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, having all them wives, he had an issue.
Number 4. Number 4. The king must write a copy of the Torah for himself.
Why? Why is that? Why do the king need a copy of the Torah for himself?
Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 18 through 19. Let's go to it. We'll go to that one.
Why do he need that?
So he can remember the times of old, so he can understand the mistakes that he doesn't need to make, so he can be equipped with it, and he has to study it daily during his kingship.
Right, so he'll know how to rule the people righteously. And that's the reason why Solomon, when the Most High asked him, what did he want? Solomon said, give me the wisdom and understanding to rule your people in righteousness. That's the reason why. That's what the law is for. That's why the king need a copy of the Torah.
Mm-hmm.
So he can stay up on his game, so he'll know when he's in error, when he's making his rulings, when he's making decisions and judging people. You need to have a righteous judgment. You gotta have a moral compass, and the moral compass is the Torah in this particular situation.
Right. I'm gonna read it real quick.
Deuteronomy 17 and verse 18.
Okay, go ahead.
And this shall be when he sitteth upon the throne of his kingdom, that he shall write him a copy of this law in a book out of all that which is before the priests, the Levites. And it shall be with him, and he shall read therein all the days of his life, that he may learn to fear the Lord his God, to keep all the words of this law and these statutes to do them, that his heart be not lifted above his brethren, and that he turn not aside from the commandments to the right hand or to the left, to the end that he may prolong his days in his kingdom, he and his children in the midst of Israel.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Let's
That's
see.
it.
All right, this is the finale, brothers and sisters. We got to the last one. All praises. Category 16. This is the last one for the night. I'll just say that. Category 16, prophecy and idolatry, commandments concerning loyalty to God and rejecting false gods. Brother Mickey F. gonna have a field day. Number one, I already know it. Number one, do not listen to false prophets. Deuteronomy chapter 13 and verse 3.
Don't listen to black women.
It said, do not listen to false prophets.
Don't listen to black women that are false prophets.
Go ahead, KG.
Number two, do not worship false gods. White Jesus.
White
right.
Jesus.
Number three, destroy idols and all their associated objects.
That's right. Now, that's a big one. That's a big one right there, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because what we got to understand is people will bring stuff to your house, man. You know, your real might go to a family member house and they family member might say, girl, you can have that. Girl, take that with you. You know, and your real thinking it ain't nothing harmful. And even your children, too. You got to watch that, too, what your children bringing into your house. You know?
Right.
Because these things can be idols.
Mm-hmm.
They can have spells on them. They can be sending demons to your household. They can be sending curses to you through your doors.
Yes, sir. That was number 3, Deuteronomy chapter 12, verses 2 through 3. Number 4, do not marry someone who worships idols.
And that idol can even be themselves.
Mm-hmm. Exodus 34 and 16.
How would you know? How would you know somebody is worshiping idols?
It'll show in
it's gonna be obvious.
Yeah, it'll be in their character.
You better know it. It's gonna be in their conversation.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Me.
Uh-huh.
Look what I did. Look what I can do. Look what I'm. And then even. But that's one of the biggest ones in 2026, you know, because there's an eye spirit in the earth today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to where people don't think about nobody but themselves. And you know that feminine spirit comes with that type of spirit, and that homosexual spirit comes with that spirit as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and effeminate men come with that spirit.
There you go.
All right, number 5, y'all. Do not bow down to idols. Exodus 20 and verse 5.
Don't bow down to a woman and ask her to marry you. You stand up on your feet.
Mm-hmm. Number 6, and the last one for the night, brothers and sisters. Do not make or own idols. Exodus 20 and 4.
Terah, that Abraham daddy, he was an idol maker.
Mm-hmm.
He made idol gods, and Abraham didn't let him. He didn't cut him no slack either, boy. Abraham didn't cut him no slack.
No, he didn't. Hey, he made sure he let him know how he felt about that. Not that now.
Mm-hmm. And we got to be the same way today.
Mm-hmm. And with that being said, brothers and sisters, that will conclude tonight. I will have to do a part 3 and part 4 later on down the road. This is we're halfway. We hit the halfway mark tonight. I pray everybody was able to glean something from this, was able to, I hope it was refreshing. I hope we learned something that we probably didn't know. I want to give credit to the Most High Yah for giving me this lesson as well, because I have been asked to do this lesson for a while. And, when you're doing these types of lessons, you have to really sit down and compile all this information together. You have to go through the scriptures to look. You have to take your time. And I'll just give the honor and glory to the Most High for helping me to stay diligent in this search in order to help my brothers and sisters. I've learned something in the midst of this, and I hope we all have. With that being said, I close. Brothers, y'all got anything?
Oh, Hebrew, man, excellent lesson. I enjoyed it. It edified me on some things that I was ignorant to the law, and all praise to the Most High. I hope this edified other brothers and sisters as well. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Yeah, man, all praise for the lesson, Hebrew. I enjoyed it, man. That 2 parts of that series that you've done so far has really brought out a lot of information for a lot of people. As far as laws, that we don't really just think about every day. It's been very informative, and what it has done, it has shined a light. It has put a magnifying glass on certain aspects of the law that we know that we can't keep. Some of them we can. Most of them we can. Some of them we can't. It's impossible. We're not in the land. We don't have any priests. We don't have a temple. Like for me, I'm not a woman. And it's just so many different things, and just to go through them, and just break them down like we doing, it's really been a blessing. So I have really enjoyed both of those lessons, Hebrew. I'm looking forward to your next part. All
praise. Also, brothers and sisters, make sure that we keep Sister Veronica in our prayers. I know she was having something going on with her, I think, cousin. I know she had said something about it in one of the last lessons that she attended, but make sure we keep Sister Veronica in our prayers. Brothers, we probably need to check on her, make sure she's okay, or just see how things are going with that situation. But outside of that, I don't have anything. Miguel,
you got prayer call tomorrow at 8:00 Central Time. So if you're on the Eastern Time, that'll be 9. If you're in the Mountain Time, that would be 7. And if you're on California time over there, it'd be 6:00. So all praise to the Most High. We have what's that? Put Your Weight on It Friday coming through on the Friday, and then we have Shabbat class this Saturday at 11:00. Eliyahu and Brother Yedadiah will be bringing another hard-hitting lesson. So all praises to the Most High.
All praises. Also, I think Pentecost is coming up.
Yeah,
May 31st.
May 31st. Okay.
Well, Wody and his family will be celebrating this week, as well as Uncle Charles and Sister Tanner. From what I heard, they'll be doing it at Brother Charles and Sister Tanner's home. I'm gonna do my best to try to make it to go and fellowship with the family. I'm off work right now, so I'm gonna do my best to go to fellowship.
When is it, Hebrew? When is it again?
I want to say it's this weekend. Is Sister Tanner still in the chat?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. I ain't seen a comment lately.
But I'll find out for sure. Mike, I'll call and find out for sure, and we can make an announcement in the prayer call tomorrow.
Okay.
But I know it's this week, though. I know it's this week for sure. Let me try to text Unc real quick if he ain't in the bed. Hold on.
I thought Pentecost was the last on the 31st.
No,
I thought somebody put that in, and somebody put that in the chat.
Yeah, it might be, but they doing it this week.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you might be right. I ain't saying, I'm not saying that you.
No, right. I don't know. I don't know. I was just going by what I saw in the chat, Hebrew. I think it was Paula James that said that, or somebody. I can't remember. I'm scrolling.
Y'all wanna do the shout outs? We gonna get up out of here.
Oh yeah, man. Let me say this. Family, I want y'all to get prepared for Put Your Weight on the Friday, because we got a banger. You hear me? The enemy in the mirror, coming from James chapter 1 in its entirety. The enemy in the mirror is going to be a reflective lesson. Family, I want y'all to get ready, because it's going down on Put Your Weight on it Friday.
Hey, are you gonna bring up that the narcissist?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, brother, sister. Yeah, this is gonna be good right here. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna add all that in there.
All praises.
Yes, sir.
All praises. Right. Well, so for the sake. Hey, okay. I was gonna say we've been up here 2 hours and 46 minutes. I was gonna say, hey, everybody in the chat, we love y'all. We got to get off of here.
Sister Jim in the chat, shalom, sis.
Oh my gosh, you didn't have to give me a shout out. Oh my gosh.
MC to the X Project was in the building. Shalom.
Shalom.
Paula James in the building.
Paula James.
Always.
Yeah, Paula James with the 2 pistols.
It's Sunday. It's gonna be Sunday.
Okay.
It's gonna be Sunday. I'm texting him back. Give me 1 second.
Hey, I be trying to push for them 5 hours, but these brews ain't long-winded like me and Cortez. You know what I'm saying?
Sister Arlene Foster was in the building.
Auntie in the building.
In the building.
Mother Mary.
Kaification was in the building.
That's right.
Dark T was in the building. Brother Tubaya was in the building tonight. Shalom.
Tube.
Good to see you, man. We've been missing you, Hebrew. Let me see who else we got. Yedidiah was in the building tonight.
Yedi.
Shalom.
Yedi
Paul, I see you 2 pistols up there. I see you, girl.
Yedi with the Yeti cup.
Let me see. Sister Brenda Hill was in the building tonight. Shalom.
Faithful sister Brenda Hill.
Brother Willie Gardner was in the building tonight. Shalom.
Willie Gardner. Shalom.
All Things Truth and Holiness was in the building tonight.
All Things Truth and Holiness. That's right.
You're welcome, Sister Cindy. I'm glad you asked me to do that. It helped everybody. I'm glad you asked.
Cindy Carr was in the building tonight.
Cindy Carr, keep the commandments.
Sister Tannen was in the building tonight.
Sister Tannen's in the building.
If I miss y'all, family, I apologize. I think that's it.
You get Brother Cortez?
Yeah, Brother Cortez was in the building tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it, y'all. That's all I can see.
All praise it.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I see.
And with that being said, this has been another exciting episode of Back to the Basics Tuesday.
Very basic.
From Mississippi mud. Truth don't die. It testify. We moving with order. Delta dirt, hang out root. Truth in the soil, fire in the truth. 2 below night, spirit don't sleep. We're still calling the lost sheep. Took our name, buried our sound. Truth stayed alive underground. We was.
It is Sunday, family. It is gonna be Sunday. The feast.
All praise it.
At Uncdom House. It is on Sunday.
Scattered, now we align. Kingdom rise, awaken the mind. Stand up, this that order now. Woo. Stand up, we in order now. Woo. Truth too loud, can't ignore it now. Woo. Chosen rise, we restored it now. Yeah. Back to basics Tuesday. Oh yeah. Word go deep, no delay. Oh yeah. Wednesday prayer, tap and line. Woo. Seek the most, high on time. Woo. Get your way to Friday grind. Woo. Discipline, align your mind. Woo. Don't just hear, come learn the way. Sharper class every Saturday. Who we be? Israel. What we on? Discipline. Tuesday. Basics. Wednesday. Prayer. Friday. Level up. Level up. Woo. This ain't religion, this order. Yeah. This ain't religion, no, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. This ain't religion, no, 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 no. This ain't religion. This ain't religion. This ain't religion.
They will start reading books, and they will realize that the world is so much bigger than the world they live in now. They will never be
From
content
Mississippi mud.
whatever you do.
Truth don't die.
Never be asleep.
It testify.
That's the fact.
We moving with order. Delta dirt.